Well, hey friends, it's Destry. Welcome back to my home tonight. Tonight I'm going to be planting up this really cute little dreamy terrarium that I picked up. It'll be my first time making a terrarium like this, so I hope you will join me as I kind of learn as I go. I've got some gorgeous ferns that I'm going to be planting up in this terrarium tonight. I'll take you through the rest of the supplies that I picked up and go through this process step by step. So if we haven't met yet, hey, I'm Destry. I like to do what I call yardening here in my Oregon garden. I like to do a lot of outside projects, growing cut flowers. I have a little roadside flower stand, but in this time of year when it's kind of cold and dark, I like to do some indoor projects too. So when I saw this terrarium, I knew that I had to try this project. So I scooped this up off of QVC. And I have to say, it is just stunning in person. I can definitely tell the quality of it is great. And for the holiday season, I had a few things in there that were faux. I had some little bit of snow and some little trees in there, and I just kept it really simple. But I knew I wanted to eventually actually plant it up with some plants. So tonight, I'm going to be kind of going through that process. So some of the supplies I grabbed for this project today are some rocks. I just got these at my local hardware store. It looks like they're from Soil Cover brand, or maybe it's Moss or Lee. I'm not sure, but I grabbed those. And then I actually got these on Amazon. So these ones, I liked the color variation here. So I got these first, and then I felt like I didn't quite have enough, so I got this bag as well, but I like these even better. And then I know I'm a crazy person, but I did order some rocks. My husband was making fun of me, you guys, so bad. He's like, you ordered rocks? I'm like, well, yeah, I want some good rocks. So I don't know. I just wanted to have them ready for this project. There are some ones in here that are obviously polished and kind of pretty colors. I don't know. I probably should have just gone and looked for some rocks, but here we are. Then another thing I grabbed is this. This is the liner for my crock pot. I also think what would work really well for this to sort of line the bottom. I wanted to protect the bottom in some way because I wanted to protect my investment of the terrarium. So I was thinking about what actually would work really well is some press and seal. So if you were to line this with press and seal, I got in the drawer and I didn't have any, but I did have this. So it's a really big clear plastic bag that I used for my, my crock pot. And so we're going to try to use this tonight, but I think ideally I would have liked to have press and seal. Also, the plants I scooped up. So that is probably the funnest part. This one is a Fragrance maidenhair fern. And I historically have tried to keep ferns alive in my house and have struggled, but I'm really excited for this. This one is a Piertus fern. And this one looks like little hands. Look at the little hands. I don't know, it's got such interesting shaped leaves. Not all of them are that shaped too. Isn't it fun? And then the last one I grabbed is the rock fern. So this one's a little shorty, but it's so cute. It's got a lot of new growth down there at the bottom too. So one thing I know about ferns is they take a lot of humidity. So I definitely wanted to try this out. So after I had my sort of winter faux decor in here, I went ahead and put a few primroses in here and I lined it with paper towel. That worked okay, but I have to say the paper towel really got soggy right away, like it absorbed the water in the air. But when I would put my hand in here when the primroses were in here, it was like humid in there. You could feel the difference of that between the regular air in my home. So I really was like convinced that, you know what, I think this is going to be good for some ferns. All right, well, I'm going to start with putting in this liner. And I do want to be a little careful with that when it has the lid open. You know, there is a hinge there. So I'm going to fold this. I don't think I need all of this width. All right, that took entirely too long, but I'm just gonna have to let it go. Although this part is sticking up way too far. I don't know. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in first with the rock that I don't like as much as a base layer. And I'm going to go in carefully. So I'm almost using this base layer as kind of a protective layer of the surface as well. So I'm just making sure I have it even all the way. That way, if I wanted to transition this back to a non-functioning terrarium, that would be fine too. Now, the other thing is you could simply leave these in the pots and literally just set them in like that. And that would actually be so cute. In fact, the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm wondering about doing something like that, because really, I don't have a ton of space. Now, my plan was to actually plant this up, but I'm looking at the size of these plants and I'm not sure. I might have to switch directions here. So I'm glad I'm pausing right now and kind of thinking about that. All right, so I'm going to go in with the next kind of gravel, and it's much smaller. So this is going to be my next layer. Again, I'm trying to put the bag in here so I don't... Okay, that's about half the bag. So now I'm just going to get in here and kind of spread that out. Over here. Okay, I really like the way the texture changed when I put in this smaller gravel. I think that really helped. Now, the other thing I could do is kind of, you know, as I move it, again, I don't want it to get too heavy either. It's already getting really heavy. So I think we're going to go ahead and pause on that. And then I also think I'm going to pause because I think my plan here now that I'm looking at this, I'm going to go see if I have a few terracotta pots, and I'm just going to do them in the planters rather than putting the dirt in here and making it a truly living terrarium. This will be just more of a display terrarium. So I'm kind of switching gears, but I am going to look at some of the bigger rocks that I have. And, you know, because I bought them, I want to utilize them a little bit. So we're going to put some maybe in the corners. Again, I want to leave room for the pots, but I think it might be nice to have a little bit of color and texture change here in some of this area. All right, well, I popped outside and I just happen to have 3 little terracotta pots. So I went ahead and got all of these ferns potted up. So now I'm just going to go ahead and open this back up and put these in carefully. Now I'm thinking the 2 taller ones on either side. And again, part of this is going to be the terrarium aspect is that, you know, when I water these in, I'm going to settle this down just a little bit more. When I water these in, the water can escape down here to the rocks, and I can keep some moisture in here, and that's what's going to create this little like micro environment so that I can actually successfully grow ferns this time around, or at least that's the goal. Okay, so that one's going to go there, and I'm just checking from the sides and making sure I've got enough room for the third. Now, it'd be nice to have another pair of hands to sort of hold these on either side, and then the short one in the center here. I'm a little shy, so I'm going to have to remove this rock and this rock probably so that I can go almost to the edge. I don't want to be touching the edge of the glass if I can help it though. Okay. Really hoping I can get this third one in here, you guys. I think in hindsight I should have used smaller pots. Oh no. All right, well, I think I finally got them in there. They are a little crooked. I need to go in there and kind of straighten them up, but I definitely think that smaller pots would have been better. I'm having trouble fitting all three of them in there, but I think I can do it. So I think it's turning out nice. It's very heavy. So that's the other thing. I'm going to have to be a little careful moving it. In fact, what I might do is take one of the plants back out, move it to where I want it to go, and then put that final plant back in. But yeah, the diameter of these particular terracotta pots are pretty wide, so I'm having trouble fitting the three. So honestly, I might just take one out and do something with the rocks. I think it would be pretty with just two in there, or maybe use a smaller potted plant would have been good. All right, well, here's the terrarium in its kind of ending location here. It's in my family room, and you can see I did squeeze those pots in there just barely, and I'm really hoping this controlled environment will help this plant to thrive, these fern plants to thrive. And it was a trick getting them in there, so I think I definitely would recommend if you had this size terrarium to do smaller plants, or maybe in general, maybe pick smaller plants than you think you might need. But again, I think this would look pretty just with two in there, but I did manage to get all three of them in there. So I will keep you updated on this project. We'll see how they do, but hopefully they will like their new little terrarium environment. All right, guys, well, here is my little terrarium. I'm really happy with how this little display terrarium turned out tonight. And I hope watching this video inspired you to try a new project in your home or garden this winter season.